Hello everyone, my name is Dhriti and you're watching Digit. Today we have with us someone really special. It is Madhav Seth, CEO at Honor Tech or H Tech, the man behind bringing back beloved Honor smartphones in India after a hiatus of 3 years. So thank you so much for joining us and answering our questions. And firstly, congratulations on Honor's return to India.
Thank you very much, Sridhi. It's lovely to speak to you as well.
Thank you. All right. So let's start. Can we begin?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So could you tell us a bit about Honor's partnership with SAV Global and how it works to bring Honor phones back to India?
See, I'll be very candid saying how it does. So, Honor has probably, this is one of the best ways to enter India. We were looking at the geopolitical angles as well, and we were looking at it that probably how does Indian government want the brands to be more localized, wherein the brands are in India but 100% controlled by Chinese entities.
Right.
How do we ensure that probably the brands are controlled by 100% Indian authority, the decision makers are been 100% in India, the compliances are managed 100% in India. So all these things were extremely important while we were going through this discussion with Honor. So wherein we have figured out that probably the best way is to probably we have our own Indian company, and where we'll be doing end-to-end full service partnerships with Honor to make sure that we bring Honor phones and the technologies to India. With this, what happens is probably it gives us an empowerment to the entire Indian management with 100% compliance of India, wherein we will be able to bring more options to the consumers, which in turns also benefits overall industry as an aspect to it.
All right. Great. So that's great. And I think the device you're coming back with is something really special. I have it with me. I'm testing it right now. So Honor 90 is a comeback device of the company in India. Is there a particular reason why H Tech returned with a mid-range device rather than one of its flagships? Any particular reason for that?
So this is one of the most balanced device wherein probably what happens is that we get exactly the balanced device in terms of display, in terms of battery optimization, in terms of slimness. The
Right.
slimness of the phone is also about 8.9 mm, which is only 183 grams. Now, what does this mean to the consumer? That you have a quad curved display, you have a toughened display, you have got the safest phone for your eyes, you have got a 5000 milliamp hour battery, and you have got all the beautiful colors. Though the colors are subjective to the different choices for the people, you may like white, I may like green, but probably we have got all the options for the bouquet for all the consumers.
Right.
So probably I believe yes, it's one of the most balanced device which we wanted to start with and make sure that people understand the Honor technology. So the another reason for bringing this device is also that is not about bringing just any device. Is also bringing about a balanced device where the consumers understand what is the Honor R&D team capable of bringing into the market.
Got it.
Honor has got a team of about 17,000 people in R&D.
Okay.
How can we bring that technologies and transfer this to India in a right manner? How can the people be, probably get benefits out of it? So while people say that we have got multiple choice of brands, I believe there are not enough choices for the consumers at this point of time. If you look at every single price segment, so if you look at any of the brands right now, they're more of a surrogate brands with a different back panels. Wherein I believe that probably in a premium segment and mid premium segment, there are no choices for the consumers at all. Right now, there is only one brand which is dominating, which is Samsung. So probably I believe that Honor has got the technology like we recently saw in IFA. They launched a slimmest fold phones, which is one of the durable phones, which is just 9.9 mm, which is the slimness of an iPhone. So even Samsung with that and of a 5000 milliamp hour battery, with the Samsung is having at a 16 mm. So how can we bring this technologies to India and make sure that the consumers get more options uh, with the choices from the different brands as well?
All right. So that sounds great. I think you spoke a bit about this, but I want to know a little more. So, Honor is advising the Honor 90's PWM dimming abilities quite a lot. And can you give us some insight into this and how it helps the consumer?
PWM dimming is one of the technology with 3840 hertz.
Right.
Uh, I'll tell you the user case scenario.
Yeah.
We mobile phone have become one of the most invincible part of your life.
True.
Uh, at any given point of time, your mobile is with you. How can you make sure that probably even if you are not having a digital detox tank,
Mhm.
but still give comfort to your eyes? And this phone helps you to do that. This phone is one of the safest, industry's first and the safest phone right now to be used in comparison of any of the other industry phones at this point of time. And it got highest number of PW and dimming levels, which is 3840. So which means even in the low light when the phones are flickering, your eyes are straight. And
Mhm.
this is I'm talking in a normal layman language.
Right.
So what happens is with this Honor 90, there is a zero flicker or no flicker phone, which means that probably even in the low light, your eyes are not getting strained, and hence it becomes safer for your eyes. That's how it is.
Awesome, awesome. So, what are some of the local manufacturing plans of Honotech in India, and is it already underway?
It's already under discussion, and it's a part of our plan. And as we said, that probably Honor has one of the highest standards in terms of quality. Their fill for defect ratios are less than 0.4%, which is lowest in the industry. They want to maintain the similar standards across India as well. So we are looking for the best partnerships across, and we have already started talking with few of the partners, but we will be closing it up.
Got it. Okay, so from an Indian perspective, do you have any additional features or anything involved that is being implemented in Honor products, like a special focus on Indian skin tones, training your AI accordingly, or anything else along those lines?
All this comes as a part of a standard parcel of a package of the phone. But the one of the most important thing for India is that we have not done something. And that is the biggest thing what we have done. I'll tell you, I'll explain you why. Because in UI right now, every other phone, smartphone manufacturers are filled up with bloatwares.
True, true.
What we have done is we have not done anything on it. We have kept it cleanest. So sometimes not doing anything is also good for the consumer.
Yes.
So probably this is what we have done. We have made it the cleanest UI and the in the best possible way. And that is something what we wanted to bring for the consumers.
All right, great. I also really want to ask you about the foldables because, as you said, it is one of the most hyped foldables what we saw in IFA. The thinness is incredible. So, will we be getting an Honor foldable in the Indian market, seeing how successful it is overseas?
See, probably yes, that's the plan right now.
Okay.
We want to make sure that probably in the segment of about 50,000 or 60,000, there's no competition in Android space at this point of time. There's only one player, which is Samsung. I believe that people need in the premium space more choices as well. And with Honor devices bringing the foldable phones and the flip phones, probably people will definitely be mesmerized with the technology for sure. So
Definitely.
yes, that's on the plans for sure.
Great. So one question that I have is, can you tell us one specific thing that you can always expect from Honor products, something that is non-negotiable from a brand point of view that will be there in their products?
Uh, One thing which I can definitely expect from Honor products, or you can say, is something which is a versatility. I would say one thing which is versatile approach towards the market. It's about the team right now which is bringing Honor back to India. It's about the different approach and the speed and the agility. In terms of the product, probably you can always expect one thing for sure, which is quality, new innovations, disruptions. And disruptions and innovations are not just about the pricing. A lot of people think about the disruption and innovation is all about pricing. It's not about pricing. It's not about just massifying your products and reducing your prices. It's about bringing the right technology at the right price and making sure that probably we'll be having right set of products at every single price point. So Honor is not going to be just about the premium brand. It will have a full-fledged brand starting from an entry-level smartphones going up to the high-end smartphones.
Got it. Okay. So I have used the Honor 90. It is got a fantastic in-hand feel. The display is amazing. One thing though that you have used the Snapdragon 7 Gen 1, some could say that the chip is a bit underpowered for the price. What would you have to say about this?
I think it probably is one of the best powered phone. I'll tell you the reason why. People only understand maths because they understand numbers. 7 Gen 1 or 8 Gen 1 or 6 Gen 1. That's not how the performance works. Performance works on nanometers. This is the chipset which works on a 4 nanometer and only chipset at right now in this particular price point with the capability of having 4K recording front and back at the same time.
Yes.
So how we look at this chipset is that basically having an only chipset having a capability at this particular price point, making sure that we can record the video 4K front and back, or even with the wide angle camera in 4K at the same time, and switching over it without having any lag of experience. And that is what this 4 nanometer chipset can do, and hence we chose this 7Z1. So probably I think that's how it functions. So it's not about numbers, it's about the performance.
Thank you so much. This was insightful and entertaining and very, very informative. So thank you so much for answering all of our questions from on behalf of all our Digit viewers. Thanks a lot, Madhav. Thank you.
Lovely talking to you.
All right.
Thanks a lot. Bye.